There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, we got to talk about what happened at last night's Al Smith dinner because Trump put on a masterclass. The ultimate showman absolutely roasted everyone in the room, and this footage is spectacular. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start this report, please smash subscribe if you're not subscribed already. This channel is currently being shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, and I could use all the help I can get. So if you like to hear the real news, smash subscribed and let's start the report. Welcome to your Friday report. Well, folks, there's 18 days left until the most important election in US history, and everything is blowing up in Kamala's face with almost 2 weeks to go before the election. With 2.5 weeks to go until the election, Trump is now opening his biggest lead to date on Kamala Harris. She's absolutely getting destroyed. And in a hilarious turn of events, Kamala Harris is getting destroyed so badly on Polymarket right now that they had to take down the Polymarket billboards out of Times Square. So yes, for the last couple of months, Polymarket has been streaming the odds on these billboards, and it's so bad they had to remove them. Is Trump about to win New York?
Wow. Kamala's interview is so bad that they're not showing the Polymarket on any of the neon signs. Welcome to Times Square.
Wow. There's no Polymarket's odds anywhere, and they've been there for the last couple of months. This is insane. She's done. They are in absolute panic mode, folks, and it's just lovely to see. All right, let's move things over to the main story now and talk about Trump, who absolutely killed it last night as he attended a fundraiser event with the elites called the Al Smith Dinner and absolutely started roasting everyone in the room.
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz.
Well, no, he didn't. He just absolutely cooked temp on Tim. Wow. Okay, next one.
I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas. There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
He just did it. Hold up. Did Trump just make a your wife's boyfriend joke in front of the whole world to see? Did Trump just say that liberal men who vote for Kamala Harris allow their wives to have boyfriends? Wow. Okay, that line was so good, we're going to play it again.
Group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. The major issue in this race is child care, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep him away. That's a nasty one. Chuck Schumer.
Did you guys hear that story about Doug allegedly beating the nanny? Or getting the nanny pregnant? Yeah, okay, that was another one. Doug slapped. There was another story about slapping. But yeah, Doug got the nanny pregnant. Wow, these writers are vicious.
Anywhere near the nannies, just keep them away. That's a nasty one. Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
Even Chuck actually chuckles here. He couldn't hold himself because Trump is hilarious.
Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
Wow. Trump annihilated him. And Trump wasn't the only one who killed that night at the dinner. It was also a liberal who absolutely stole the show, none other than comedian Jim Gaffigan. The left can be funny, folks. Watch this.
You know, this event has been referred to as the Catholic Met Gala. 22% of Americans identify as Catholic. Catholics will be a key demographic in every battleground state. I'm sorry, why is Vice President Harris not here?
Kamala is the first president or presidential candidate in like 40 years to skip this dinner here. 40 years she skipped it.
I mean, consider this. This is a room full of Catholics and Jews in New York City. This is a layup for the Democratic nominee. I mean, in her defense, she did find time to appear on The View, Howard Stern, Colbert, and the longtime staple of campaigning, the Call Her Daddy podcast. President Biden couldn't be here tonight. The DNC made sure of that.
What? He just made fun of the Biden coup here. That is jokes.
President Biden couldn't be here tonight. The DNC made sure of that.
They're not happy. I guess there's a lot of Democrats in the room and they're not happy.
I guess I'm the only one that reads history. The media has begun discussing the phenomena of secret Trump voters. I don't know if you've heard about this. People who publicly say they would never vote for Trump, but then when they go in the voting booth, they do. It's a small group. They're called the Biden family. The Democrats have been telling us Trump's re-election is a threat to democracy. In fact, they were so concerned of this threat, they staged a coup, ousted their democratically elected incumbent, and installed Kamala Harris.
Wow.
In other words, all her dreams have come true. Really? It really makes you consider the power of prayer, right, Cardinal? Sometimes prayers take 3.5 years and a George Clooney op-ed.
And that, folks, is why Kamala Harris most likely decided to skip that dinner. It's quite a brutal crowd. Even the liberals are absolutely destroying her. Instead, Kamala recorded this super cringe pre-recorded ad here with a SNL character from the 90s.
Does it bother you that that Trump guy insults you all the time? Because it really bothers my friends and me.
Oh, Mary Catherine, it's very important to always remember you should never let anyone tell you who you are. You tell them who you are.
She can't act.
Haters gonna hate, hate, hate. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Good for you, Mary Catherine.
Oh, yeah, okay. And also remember one more thing. Don't worry if you make a mistake, because Catholic people are very forgiving. Yeah, and also one last thing I want to tell you. Don't forget to say, superstar!
Cringe.
Thank you, Mary Catherine.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
Cringe.
Your Eminence and distinguished guests, the Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity to set aside partisanship and come together to do some good.
Yep, she's scared. And quite frankly, I don't blame her for being scared. For any of you guys who watched that Fox interview the other night, that was a brutal beatdown. They're trying to hide Kamala for the next 2 weeks. And after getting exposed for being a coward, Kamala's team's trying to spin this here, putting out this press release saying that Donald Trump struggled to read scripted notes written by his handlers, repeatedly complaining that he couldn't use a teleprompter. He stumbled over his words and lashed out when the crowd wouldn't laugh with him. The rare moments he was off script, he went on long, incomprehensible rambles, reminding America how unstable he has become. Yes, of course, he made it all about himself. He may refuse to release his medical records, but every day he makes it clear to the American people that he is not up for the job. And in our last clip of the night, Trump was back doing interviews the following morning. He is a workhorse, and in this appearance on Fox News and Friends, well, Trump really shows off his funny side and why I love Trump so much.
Mr. President, we got a fun one.
But we'll fix it.
We got a 6-year-old from Massachusetts, and he wants to know about your favorite animal. Let's watch.
Mr. President, my name is Briar. I'm 6 years old. I live on a farm in Massachusetts. What's your favorite farm animal?
Favorite?
What an adorable kid, eh? That's so cute.
Farm animal.
What's the animal?
Well, this guy grew up in the city.
I'll tell you what I love. I love cows. But if we go with Kamala, you won't have any cows anymore because you're not allowed. I don't want to ruin this kid's day. But I love cows. I think they're so cute and so beautiful and so productive. But according to Kamala, who's a radical left lunatic, you will not have any cows anymore. So we have to vote her out. If you like cows, you have to vote.
I know.
Mr. President.
If you like cows, you have to vote for me. Oh, man. When you watch clips like this, it blows my mind how people can hate Trump. I honestly think he's so bloody likable. How do people not like this guy? I just won't ever get it. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend, but tell me in the comments down below, who do you support in this upcoming election? Do you support President Trump? Do you support Kamala Harris? Do you support someone else? Do you just not give an F? Tell me in the comments down below how you're feeling about this election. If you guys want to support my channel, you already know how to do it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, or buy a $5 Canadian membership if you really enjoyed today's report. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you at the next report. Peace.